Manchester United could be one of the main protagonists of the upcoming transfer window if the long-awaited takeover goes through by the end of the season, and Erik ten Hag gets the money. Even though the Glazers have identified British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe as their preferred bidder for the Red Devils takeover, the long-standing saga is still far from its conclusion. We as fans, we are desperate for this charade over the club's sale to end as soon as possible, so the club can go down to business and draw a recruitment plan ahead of the summer transfer window. So let's take a close look at 5 signings that can help our team. League One is a talent factory, as we look at the 5 potential targets the new Man United owners and Erik ten Hag could pursue at the beginning of summer transfer window. With that having been said, let's take a look at 2 nice FC players since the club is owned by Ineos aka Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So the number 5 in the list is Jean-Clair Todibo. Since swapping Barcelona for Nice in 2022, Todibo has developed into one of the most highly rated defenders in France's top flight, recently attracting interest from Man Utd. According to Fabrizio Romano, the French side could part company with the 23-year-old in the summer, although it may take up to €45 million to convince them to sell. Recent injuries to Lisandro Martinez and Raphael Varane have exposed United's lack of strength in depth, leaving Erik ten Hag with underperforming 12th player of the opposite side team Mr. Harry Maguire and leaving Victor Lindelof as the only one decent centre-back. With the club already looking to offload both long-serving underachievers, the arrival of a new central defender looks inevitable, and Todibo could be a viable option. Number 4. Khéphren Thuram. Another nice young star that has generated plenty of interest from the Premier League is the son of the legendary Lilian Thuram Khéphren. Closely followed by Manchester United, the up-and-coming box-to-box midfielder could be a subject of a transfer tug-of-war in the summer, but again we can have the advantage. Ineos aka Sir Jim. Having made over 100 appearances for Les Aiglons since moving from Monaco in 2019, the 22-year-old has earned a place in the France national team, becoming one of the hottest properties in the market. With Christian Eriksen dealing with recurring injury problems, Donny van de Beek the next Phil Jones injury career, and Fred and Scott McTominay performing below the Man Utd level, with the second probably going in Newcastle direction this summer, adding a new young midfielder could be at the top of United's priorities in the next few months. Number 3. Branko van den Boomen. Speaking of the Red Devils' pursuit of a new midfield metronome, the outgoing Toulouse playmaker Van den Boomen is an intriguing prospect. He is a great technician, a great passer, and is also two-footed, good for under pressure, and is able to orchestrate his team's possession game. Generally, Boomen operates deep from midfield from where he communicates well with his teammates, dictating his team's build-up play with shouts and gestures. Clearly a leader, Branko often captains Toulouse in the absence of the club captain, so signing the Dutchman would bring more leadership to the dressing room. But where Branko really shines is when he gets on the ball. A complete passer, Boomen can play any pass on the pitch, short accurate ones to keep the ball moving. If he were to sign for Manchester United, this could help isolate players like Garnacho and Rashford in more 1v1 out wide. In fact, across Europe's top 5 leagues, Van Dam ranks first amongst central midfielders for switches per 90 over the past 365 days. After refusing to renew his contract, the Dutchman will depart Stadium de Toulouse as a free agent in the summer, already drawing interest from Aston Villa and Leeds United among Manchester United. Van den Boomen has been one of the most creative players in League One this term, racking up 6 goals and 8 assists to help his side secure survival on their top-flight return. At 27, he has just entered his peak years and could be a decent option for Man United, especially considering his potential move to Old Trafford won't cost a dime. Number 2. Terem Moffi. Unlike Van den Boomen, the Red Devils would likely have to allocate substantial funds to persuade Nice to sanction Terem Moffi's permanent sale. However, addressing his team's growing scoring problems is one of ten Hag's most significant tasks going into the summer after Anthony Martial and Wout Weghorst failed to live up to expectations. Moffi has gone from strength to strength in League One this term, amassing 16 goals in 29 league appearances for Lorient and Nice, a side he joined on a short-term loan in January. But with Nice FC having an obligation to buy him for €30 million at the end of the season, Manchester United and Sir Jim would have an attractive new offer to lure him away from the French Riviera. And number 1, the cherry on top of the cake in this list, is Jonathan David. When it comes to the most expensive League One strikers plying their trade outside the Parc des Princes, Lille talisman David must be the number 1. Ever since leaving Belgian outfit Gent to team up with Les Dogs in 2020, the Canadian international has been a magnet for wild transfer speculation, linking him with numerous top destinations in Europe. Old Trafford is one of them after the Red Devils added the 23-year-old to their shopping list 6 months ago, before deciding to go for Weghorst for some unknown reason. Ten Hag is already aware of his mistake in the winter transfer window and could rekindle his interest in David to put Manhood's scoring difficulties to bed once and for all. And this is the 5 potential targets for the Devils from League One this summer. What did you think? Can the combo Mambo, Erik Ten Hag, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe bring some talented players to United True Sir Jim Lag 1 connection? Let us know in the comments down below, and hit the subscribe button for more Manchester United news. See y'all later.